6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. The headlines first. Prime Minister says the budget for next fiscal year has outlined a clear path for economic turnaround and uplifting of diverse sectors. Finance Minister has urged the need to deepen bilateral relations with China with a special focus on economy, trade and financial sectors. Pakistan and Belgium have discussed exploring avenues for increasing trade and investment besides promotion of bilateral parliamentary interactions. The Senate today passed a resolution strongly condemning the shocking acts of arson and vandalism that unfolded on the 9th May. NDMA, Sindh government and other relevant departments have made comprehensive arrangements in the wake of tropical cyclone likely to hit coastal areas on Thursday. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the authorities have converted the South Kashmir into a military garrison weeks ahead of the annual Amarnath Yatra. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has said that despite constraints imposed by domestic and global circumstances, Budget 2023-24 promises to turn things around and has outlined a clear path for this purpose. In a tweet today, Shahbaz Sharif said while experts are analysing various facets of Budget 2023-24, he considers it important to highlight the special emphasis the government has placed on the growth-inducing sectors in the budget. The Prime Minister said measures for the uplifting of information, technology, agriculture, solarization, youth development and other sectors were proposed after thorough deliberations. The Prime Minister said achieving economic self-sufficiency remains the overarching goal where economy is insulated from the external turbulence and shocks. Minister for Finance and Revenue Mohammad Ishaq Dar has highlighted the need to deepen bilateral relations with China with a special focus on economy, trade and financial sectors. He was talking to Chargé d'Affaires Embassy of the People's Republic of China, Pang Xuanxie, who called on him in Islamabad today. Finance Minister updated the Chinese Chargé d'Affaires about the progress on talks with the International Monetary Fund on the completion of the 9th review. He further apprised her about positive response of the various sectors of the economy on the Budget 2023-24 presented by the incumbent government despite difficult economic circumstances. Pang Xuanxie assured of continuous support from the Chinese government to the people of Pakistan. Minister of State for Foreign Affairs Hina Rabbani Khar arrived in Brussels today with the aim to strengthen bilateral ties between Pakistan and Belgium across all areas of cooperation with a particular focus on labour mobility from Pakistan to the European country. She held a meeting with Belgian Secretary of State for Migration and Asylum Nicole de Moor and discussed enhancing cooperation in the field of labour mobility. Hina Rabbani Khar also met Chair of the Pakistan-Belgium Parliamentary Friendship Group Senator Alicia Keys. The discussions focused on fostering stronger ties between the two nations and exploring avenues for increasing trade and investment cooperation. Indonesian Ambassador to Pakistan Adam Mulvarman Togyo has emphasized on the strengthening bilateral relations in diverse fields between the two countries. He expressed this desire while talking to Director General Pakistan Broadcasting Corporation Muhammad Tahir Hassan in Islamabad today during his visit to the state broadcaster. Adam Togyo also visited Radio Pakistan's Planet FM 87.6 channel and other studios. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Mariam Aurangzeb has declared the integration of the Academies of Information Service, Pakistan Television and Radio Pakistan a major milestone in the history of her ministry. In a tweet sharing the teaser of the newly integrated academy, she said on 13th of last month she announced the launch of PTV Film Institute. The minister said the merger of ISA, PTV and radio academies reflect her goal to launch a world-class center of excellence for media, broadcasting, films, acting, training and capacity building across Pakistan, which should be open and accessible to all, especially youth. Coordinator to Prime Minister on Economy and Energy Bilal Azarkiani has said that the first consignment of cost-effective Russian crude oil would help in reducing petroleum prices in local markets. In a statement, he said that the incumbent government has fulfilled its promise to import crude oil from Russia. This is Radio Pakistan. The Senate today passed a resolution strongly condemning the shocking, brazen, shameless and distressing acts of arson and vandalism that unfolded on the 9th May. The resolution, separately moved by Minister of State for Law Shahadat Ewan and Senator Koda Babar, deplored the attacks on Jinnah House, Lahore, monuments of martyrs and national heroes, buildings and installations of military installations and Radio Pakistan, Peshawar. Expressing deep dismay over the violent acts, the House demanded that the culprits, facilitators and masterminds brought to justice under the law. The resolution paid glowing tributes to the armed forces for their services in safeguarding the motherland against all internal and external threats. Chairman National Disaster Management Authority Lieutenant General Inam Haider Malik presided over a national coordination conference in Karachi today to review the development of Cyclone Viper Joy over Arabian Sea. Pakistan Meteorological Department briefed that Viper Joy moved further northward towards during last 12 hours and now lies at a distance of about 600 kilometers south of Karachi, 580 kilometers south of Thatta and 710 kilometers south of Umar. It was further briefed that favorable environmental conditions are supporting the system to maintain its severity, as Viper Joy is most likely to track further northward until 14 June morning, then recurve northeastward and cross between Keti Bandar, southeast Sindh. It is likely to cause above 100 millimeters rainfall in Karachi and extreme rain spells in Sajawal, Badin and Thatta around 200 to 300 millimeters from 13 June onwards. Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah visited coastal areas of Thatta and Sajawal districts today. On the occasion, Divisional Commissioner Hyderabad Bilawal Ahmed Maimun briefed him about cyclone. The Chief Minister was briefed that cyclone will hit on Thursday and its effect will reduce by 17th or 18th of this month. The Commissioner said that there will be a 4 to 5 meters high waves in the sea due to the impact of the storm. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the authorities have converted the South Kashmir into a military garrison weeks ahead of the annual Amarnath Yatra, causing huge inconvenience to the locals. India has approved 300 additional paramilitary companies for deployment in the territory, already the highest militarized zone in the world. Meanwhile, pursuing the Israeli model of dislodging the Palestinians from their lands, India continues to confiscate the Kashmiris' lands and properties. World Day Against Child Labour is being observed today. The theme for the day this year is Social Justice for All and Child Labour. President Dr. Arif Alvi has called for promoting social justice and provision of quality education to children to overcome the challenge of child labour. In his message on the World Against Child Labour today, the President said child labour is a growing curse in the world, as according to United Nations, around 160 million children are forced into labour. Dr. Arif Alvi said in Pakistan, child labour is completely banned and the government is providing educational scholarships to discourage child work and attract children towards education. Russian Defense Ministry has signed a contract with the Akhmat Group of Chechen Special Forces to assert its control over private armies fighting on its behalf in Ukraine. The signing followed an order that all volunteer units should sign contracts by 1st of next month, bringing them under the control of Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu. And finally, the weather. Mainly very hot and humid weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, dust and thunderstorm rain with isolated hailstorm is likely in Upper Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Northeast Balochistan, Lower Sindh and Kashmir. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk. And also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.